Yeah, guys, welcome back. We've got a real color this time,
Quote
so we
unquote.
can finally, take the words dank meme off the page. And we'll jump straight in with Purika, Light of Hope. She's a 001k,
Oh,
global 500 to all mana trait characters. So, mana is the universal trait in this set, in every color that's not green. She has also got a second ability. At the start of your climax phase, if this is standing, you may tap it. If you do, mill one card. If that card is a character with the same name as a character on your stage, you may put the milled card in stock.
I like it. I
This
don't
is
think it's double
actually
rarity good,
secretly a green card.
but this is actually so great. I
Well,
like it.
the thing about it being secretly a green card is that, like, the second effect only really works in the green deck, and the first effect only works in every other deck. So it actually doesn't have two effects. Kind of.
You just pick which effect you want to play it for.
This is like so not actually good.
I think this card actually gets the bad rating.
Niche.
Is Global 500 bad enough to get the
Niche
bad
minus.
rating?
I don't know.
Like,
I
it's still
feel like there's
it's
another
still
global. I feel like there's probably another global.
I'm gonna search
that
this
actually does
right
something.
now.
Actually, there's probably. I think there's a married life. I'm not sure. Whatever. Like
The other global
deck-
is a common in yellow. During your turn, all other Katya Magic Core Commander and Junie Blue Ice Sealer gain 1,000 power.
This is
That's not a married life.
absolutely
Whatever.
not a life.
Okay, sure. But, like,
Oh, here's another one. This one's better. It's in blue. All your other mana characters gain 500 power. Rest this. Choose one of your characters, and that character gains 500 power for the turn.
Yeah, so this is bad.
Don't play this.
This is
Yeah, that's the only other global that's like universal.
all right. Well, it's better than this one, so.
Hmm.
Like,
I don't think
And
it's
no
bad.
deck, the red deck doesn't actually require your field to be red, so.
this is so questionable. Like, if you're just playing like Quad Laser Weiss, then even then you're still just like trying to live the dream.
You're never actually gonna mill a card that you have on stage,
I mean-
unless you're playing Black Soldier.
I've done it with other
That
decks,
gets-
but that doesn't mean like it's because I was trying. It's just like sometimes you get lucky, and there's just no reason to actually try to get lucky when your reward is a stock.
Yeah.
Like, that's so bad. Yeah, I'm gonna go with bad. If you're playing this Global 5 over the other Global 5, you're probably doing something wrong.
I really like this card. I really like this
I like
card.
this card
I don't
too.
want to give this card bad.
I like this card too, but it's awful. It's terrible. It's just
Nah, I
unfortunate.
really like this card.
What?
It's
I
just
think you're being
unfortunate.
too harsh on this. This is like.
This is
This has
bad.
got to be a playable card,
No,
surely.
there's no way.
I think
I will.
niche
I
is
will give. I will
being
go up. I will go up to bad plus.
Wait, wait,
That
wait.
is-
I'm gonna pull
That
up
is
the
about it.
calculator again, right? 38 successes in population 3 because one of them has to be on stage. Sample size of 1, number of successes 1, 38 cards in deck. The odds of you hitting are 8%.
Yeah, but you do the 8% like 5 times. Maybe you
But
hit
each
one.
time the
I-
odds actually get lower because
you
the
get-
things are
would you
probably
rather-
dying.
Would you rather have one stock out of 5 attempts or 500 power on all 5 attempts?
Well, it's not even one stock on 5 attempts. It's one stock in 12 attempts.
Yeah, you're right.
But you're playing 2 of this.
No, 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 no,
Oh
no,
my
no. We've
God.
gone too deep. We've gone too deep.
I don't know, man. You get to
No.
mill a card. You get to mill a card every turn. That's got to be worth something.
Is that new? I just noticed there's a CH next to the ID. Is that new?
No, that's always been there.
Has it?
Yes.
Jesus, I've just like never paid attention. Whatever. This card is bad. Don't play it.
All right.
Sure, let's move on.
Next card, Fina, living together and fighting together. It's a 1035. If you have 2 or more other mana characters, this gains 2k power, so it's a fake 5/5, in all honesty. When Power of the Chain Chronicle is placed to your climax end, I believe that's Stock Soul.
It is, yeah.
Nice.
Yep. You may pay 1. If you do, and this is in the front row, and there are 5 or fewer cards in your hand, you may pay 1. If you do, choose up to 2 cost 0 or lower characters in your waiting room and put them in separate slots on the stage.
I like it. This is actually good.
Is it?
No.
It's not.
If the level 1 bomb, it has an on-play effect. If that triggered from waiting room and hand, this might be worth it.
Oh, what was that? There was another deck that had this combo, and we were just talking about how there's some like really silly, fringy crap you can do involving the back row that you bounce to give.
No, Railgun only
Railgun
gets
does
1,
this.
and it's costless. So it actually has a compression goal in the mid game.
No, this
And-
this card is like just fine. It lets
This
you push damage.
No, the issue with this card is like the 5 or fewer cards in hand requirement. Like, no.
No.
You have to like play things
No.
down to get your hand small, but then you don't have slots to
You don't necessarily
combo
have
to.
to. If you have 7 cards in your hand going into level 1, right? Or like after the
Oh, yeah,
draw
you
clock, you can just play this and
play
the climax.
Yeah.
You don't
yeah.
actually have to do anything to fulfill that 5 fewer cards condition. Again,
What?
ideally you would have more every turn because more cards are better. But you're not actually
Right.
jumping through hoops, and it's not actually like 5 cards is fine.
Wait. If you're starting with 7 cards,
If you start
and
with
you
7
draw on the
cards,
clock,
because
No.
you
If you-
drew
if
and
you
clocked
have
to 7
7
cards.
Yeah, if you have 7 going into main phase.
You just play this in the
Oh, sure.
climax, and the condition is fulfilled,
yeah, sure.
and you already have all the free slots you need.
Yeah, but hopefully, like, you don't want to start your turn with 5 cards. Is
And then the
issue.
next turn you draw up to 6, clock, draw up to 7, and do it again, right?
That sounds terrible, but like the problem is
see,
like
that's where we're going
plussing on
with this.
field has always been like a weak way to get your pluses, especially because it's a stock soul, right?
Yes.
You're not killing crap.
No, unless you're playing the bombs, in which case you're not like accomplishing much.
Well, if you're playing the bombs, then they're gonna free farm like something probably,
Well, they're gonna be direct attacking you.
and that's also bad
Yes.
depending on the
Yes.
deck, because there are plenty of decks now that do not need reverses to get their pluses.
Okay. I've got it. The 0/0 support
Oh god,
mills you targets for this combo into your waiting room.
Stop.
no,
Stop.
No.
No.
no. My
Like,
final
as
rating for
threats,
this is
it's
gonna.
kind of bad overall.
My final rating for
Just
this
like-
is playable minus.
I give it playable minus because this is your only like red combo.
That's tragic.
Both of the other red climaxes are to level 3s.
Yeah, playable minus is my final rating.
Don't play this in a serious deck.
Yeah, I think there are too many little downsides here. I would go with playable. It's still a plus in combo. It's not
Yeah.
great. Ugh. Next one. Yuri grasping the light.
I feel like he's grasping a piece of cloth.
Maybe that cloth is the light. When this is placed from hand to stage, you may heal 1. When this attacks, if you have... Is that the gaze?
It is
Yeah,
a
it's
door,
the
yeah. They're both doors.
If you have the gates in the climax zone, you may choose up to 1 character in your waiting room, add it to your hand, and this gains 3k power for the turn. When this attacks, if this is the 3rd attack of the turn, you may discard 3 cards from your hand. If you do, deal 4 to your opponent.
This is terrible.
Is it?
Well, okay.
It's a healer, and the combo is not terrible.
So the combo is fine. You salvage and it gets big. My
And
issue
if
is that
you-
the cost to burn 4 is exorbitant, and I don't want to pay that much for this. The upside is if you don't have the climax, you still get to burn 4. It's just a matter of,
Yes.
is it worth ditching 3? And to an extent, you're insulated because he does replace himself immediately. I guess rather he replaces the climax, but it's a card that plays bad in multiples in the sense that you still only burn once. It takes up a climax slot, and it will get killed by everything.
Okay, so I think
Yes.
there is an underlying issue here that you can't see right now. Your basically main finisher of the set requires you to ditch cards already,
That's
and
also
you're not
bad.
very good. And you're not very good at like going into level 3 with 7 cards in hand. So yeah,
I mean, any other finisher you're playing like in the red
discards
deck,
card.
well, they're also all limited to third attack of the turn anyway.
Are they?
Everything
all
except for the yellow
one.
everything
Is
except
Chain
for the yellow
Chronicle
one.
like one of those Puzzles and Dragons game?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Also, there's a blue one that doesn't have the
Anyways,
third thing.
If other things are restricted on third attack, I don't think this card makes the cut. Because as far as a finishing effect goes, ditching 3 to burn 4 is questionable. The burn 4 is almost never going to go in, and now you're really just neutering your ability to play a second turn, especially when your board is going to get wiped if everything is 9, 5, 11k power, assuming you have back rows, right?
Yeah.
Now, my real question is, do you know what your alternative finishes are in this deck?
I don't.
I think the next one is actually better.
But we're going to get to one, and yes, I think the next one is better. I just read the finishing effect. That's already better than the ditch 3 here.
Is it? It's.
I'm not convinced it is.
I personally do. My issue is the timing.
The next one has a better climax combo. This is better baseline, basically.
This one heals.
What's the timing? What's the timing issue?
If
Probably not.
they can anti-damage you before when you pay the cost.
What? No, they can't.
When this attacks.
They can. They can.
It's a when this attacks, so
Oh.
it's before the counter step.
Yeah.
So you have priority anyway.
Yeah. You attack, you can pay 4 ditch 2 to restand it, and then they anti-damage you.
Wait, pay
Yeah,
4?
yeah. The other, the
other
next
one, not this
card,
one. Not
the
this
next
one.
Yeah,
card.
the next
loses
one,
card.
The next one, not
Yeah,
this
the
one.
next card loses
My-
chance damage
my-
horribly.
It does, but it beats
Horribly.
sack counters easily. So my stance is
Yeah,
still
but,
going to
like-
be that I prefer the next card over this because I don't think burn 4 is better than a restand. I do think the other one, because of how the climax combo works, it fundamentally pays for itself. It's just a matter of whether or not you think draw 2, ditch 1 is better than heal, which I think because it has a climax combo, I think it is. I think overall the next level 3 is better, and I feel like to an extent they're mutually exclusive. Because they're both level 3s that require climaxes and a condition to attack third.
Yeah, can we put the next one up so people can see it?
This is the next card. We can grade them
Yeah.
comparatively.
Yeah, so this next card is Aram, New Possibilities. When this comes to play, draw 2 and ditch 1, or whatever, when placed from hand, whatever. When it attacks, if the other gate is in the climax zone, choose up to 1 minor character in your waiting room and stock it. Then choose up to 1 character in your opponent's waiting room and put on top of the deck. This gains 1k for the turn. You should note that this happens every time it attacks, because this is a restand.
Yes.
When this attacks, if this is the third attack of the turn, you have 4 more other mana characters. You may pay 4 and discard 2 cards from hand.
So as a point of
If you
reference... Oh, yeah, finish.
Yeah, go on. If you do stand this card, that's all.
So as a point of reference, it's stock neutral to do this effect, because you're getting 4 stock for his 2 attacks. You also drew 2, ditched 1, which is going to find you the climax to reliably do that, which means net, you're still only losing, relative to the previous card, you're paying 1 additional stock, right? Because you're not getting the stock for the attack, and you're ditching 1 fewer cards.
The thing here is, you actually need to kill the opponent.
You
Or
don't.
does this
I mean, you
nothing?
do need to kill the opponent. You can also side if you can make him place the side.
Or you
Yeah.
can just direct,
Or you can direct attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of upsides. Plus,
Directing for 4 sounds.
well, you're directing functionally for
It's
4,
really
but you're
like
guaranteeing
3
more.
3. Effectively
Yeah.
for 3,
And
yeah. But
the
like,
real
if-
issue with direct attacking is that second direct attack is going to be for 5.
4. Well, yeah, effectively 4.
Right, so you're increasing the risk. The way I see it, not only is this more likely to get damage in general because you're top decking a card. Oh, actually, because of the climax, they're probably attacking, for 4 base. But, like...
But even if this is, like, effectively 3 and 4...
That's fine.
That's the same as the other combo.
It's the same with the other combo for less cost.
Yes.
Well,
Which means
the cost is effectively identical.
You're paying
Yeah.
one less stock, or one more stock, and one less card. That is the difference.
What? You're not paying one less
You're
stock.
not even paying one more stock.
You're
It's the
paying one
same
less stock in the
stock.
sense that you're getting 4 stock that you're paying from his own attacks to pay for this. But then
You
you're not
can't
getting
count
the
it.
1 extra stock
No.
from the attack.
You can't
Yeah.
count the innate stock as part of the cost. Like, that's not really how it works. Because the other card gives you stock as well.
I'm saying the full package, right? If this
Yeah,
gets
the other
all
card-
attacks in, you've generated 4 stock, spent 4 stock, and discarded 2 cards. If the other card fulfills this condition to an extent, you're doing something very comparable. Except
Well, no,
this
that-
card
this
replaces
card
itself
costs-
on enter, and the other card heals,
Sure.
right? Which means
The
that
only...
the
This is
cantripping
one card up from the other. That's
so
all.
this is 1 card up and down 1 stock in the exact same position at the end of the turn.
2 stock.
1 stock.
1.
It
Well,
generates
We
4 stock.
already counted the one from attacking on the other one.
Yeah, we've already
Okay,
counted
sure,
the 1.
sure.
Generates 1 stock. 1 stock, 1 card, that's the difference. I would rather have the 1 card than the 1 stock. And I think this is more... The floor is double direct attack. I guess the floor is you attack into something that's not... You're not big enough to fight, in which case, why did you do that?
The floor is being anti-damaged.
The floor is being anti-damaged, which is abysmal. I'm not going to say it's not. Right? Which means that you're just playing against a set with anti-damage, you're just going to like, it's a risk that you're going to have to take. You're going to have to find a way to open up a slot if you can. Right?
That's even worse than if you're opening
You
up
just,
a slot.
you just like
What?
you just like play
If
the
you open
other
up a
card
slot, then you're in the
because
exact same floor, 3 and 4, right? Except the
Well-
ceiling is higher because you're actually dealing 4 and 5, which means 9 damage instead of 7, right? It's 3 and 4 in the sense that you're top decking damage each time you attack, right? So the floor is that they would cancel anyways in both cases if they canceled both of his attacks and direct an attack. But the ceiling is that you dealt 9 damage instead of 7 at the cost of 1 extra stock, but you saved 1 extra card.
Okay,
I
so there's
don't think
multiple
that's
issues here with that assessment. But
Go
like,
on.
yeah, well, let's just look at it this way. If you're playing the red deck, you're probably gonna play both of these and just play the climax for this one.
I don't think so. You have a
No,
different
I don't
healer.
think so either. You have another
Yeah.
heal already.
If you
You
have
have
another
another
heal,
heal?
then there's
It's an-
even
there's an
less
early- there's
reason
an
to
early
play the
play heal.
Aram.
There's
Or
an
Yeah,
early-
but like
the Yui.
if you're playing against anti-damage, you probably still want like some kind of finishing effect, so you just splash the other one in because it doesn't need to climax anyways.
I mean, I can
Sure.
justify playing
And like the
one.
red one is also there's an assist that gives the red one like the ability to double
It
heal
gives it-
basically.
on reverse heal, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
then that's
I
like an
think-
extra synergy bonus for the Aram if you can actually get reverse. But like,
I think this is the one you focus on, and you play one copy of the other one for
anti-damage decks. But like,
anti.
I mean, and by focus on, you're probably playing 2 to 3 and not 4.
Yeah,
yeah,
no, definitely not.
I
Because you're
think
only
you would play.
fielding one.
I think
Yeah.
you would play 3, but that's fine.
You
Okay.
could field the second copy of this just to use for the combo and the extra draw 2 ditch one.
Well,
but
if you play the second copy, you're actually getting diminishing returns relative to the Yuri, which is better with 2 copies in the sense that you're plussing an additional card to make the cost
well, yeah.
for playing the Yuri less poor. In which case, when you're playing 2 copies, they're doing the exact same thing, basically, except you've healed 2 in the previous case, which is way less good. But you're more likely to push damage through with 2 copies of this. So that's the trade-off. I think the ceiling on this card is much higher, and I think the cost is much less prohibitive. I would rather be playing this card.
Yes.
But the ceiling on this
I
card is
agree.
way higher than the Yuri.
Absolutely.
It's not that much higher. but
So-
it's-
Direct attack is probably like the best case scenario for the comparison, in which case, again, you're dealing 7 with the Yuri and 9 with this, with the exact same odds of
actually,
both
like-
canceling.
What?
You're
No,
only-
it's 8. It's 8 and
8.
it's
Or sorry, it's 8
It's
versus
8 unless you trigger on the second attack and 10 if you trigger on the first.
it's 8 versus 9, but you're more likely to get canceled with the Yuri because you're attacking for 4 and 4, Whereas with the Aram, you're functionally attacking for 3 and 4. You're just dealing 9 damage.
Well, the difference here, like, you can't forget this card is, there's gonna be a lot of situation where this card is basically useless. If the opponent has a full field of strong characters, or if the opponent has a set with anti-damage or like Futaba effect or whatever, then this is gonna be garbage.
Not gonna lie, there are two things that stop me from liking this card. The first one is the restand is on attack, and that's never been good. It's always just been a liability. Like, that opens you up to being countered, it opens you up to being anti-damaged, it opens you up for so many things, and even worse, you can't customize when you attack with this. You have to be on the third attack. So your opponent knows about this. They know that this is coming if you play the climax. And they can, like, wait. And worse, like, you can't attack with this, like, second, if that's what's better for you in terms of damage numbers. Like, actually relevant, because, like, damage numbers late game do matter. Attack order does matter sometimes. My other issue is that I don't like either card's attack numbers, honestly speaking. Because this card is oftentimes going to have to side or direct, and I really don't like that. At least with the Yuri, you get to just attack something. It is going to be like 13k or something. That'll probably kill it. Like, you'll probably kill something with that.
It's gonna be at least 14k and like probably 16k, and you're probably getting 2 heals out of it.
How are you pumping? How are you pumping?
There's a
2-1 assist
assist.
that gives 2k to, like, standard 2-1 assist that gives 2k to level 3s, and it gives the other level 3 the ability to pay 1 on reverse and heal.
Sure.
No, it's you pay 1 and rest it to give on reverse heal, I think.
Is it to any character?
No, it's only to the
Only to Yuri's?
Reburn 4. Yeah, only
Wait,
only to that specific.
Only to that Yuri. Sure.
Sure.
Yeah,
But
so
it's
that
pay 1
card,
to heal on reverse, basically.
yeah, so
Well,
that
you
card's
need
going to
to
be
pay-
huge. You're going to be dealing damage no matter what if you didn't make the discard 3 play. You don't necessarily have to do it, but you probably will. And, well, I guess those are my 2 points, honestly. Yuri is just always going to deal damage.
None of these, like, 2 cards are actually very good.
No.
No.
If I
No,
had
it's
personally,
Not
if I was
very
rating
good.
2 cards, the Yuri gets a playable, this gets a playable plus. Relatively speaking. That's my stance.
I think both are just playable. Well, actually, I think both are
Yeah.
niche.
I'm giving... Sure,
Actually,
if you talk about that.
entire red color is just niche.
Can we do that,
Straight.
though? I don't think we can do that.
No, I mean, red is the most splashable color in the set as far as, like, being able to put it into decks.
Yes. I think blue is, honestly. Like, you can just splash Ricky and the 3/2/3 send the anti-early play killer, and it's gonna be the best splash you can probably do. Well, actually, you probably splash yellow in both red and blue. I'm not sure about the other colors. Whatever.
I still think Yuri is... I would rather play Yuri, to be quite honest. Mostly because it heals.
I'd play. I think I'd still play 3 Aram and 1 Yuri.
I
And
would,
have the early play heal.
I would do the exact same split personally.
I just want to talk
I'd
about
just
the
Play
4
red
damage.
and 1.
People think 4 damage is good. It's
not.
It's really not that good. It's
3 is the money point.
There was an article where by one very well-known Australian where Sinon was shown to be one of the best finishers at doing 3037, and that's in large part because it deals 4. Sinon can also be tri-field. Yuri
Yes.
cannot. Neither can Aram. This whole limitation of the third attack thing is actually what kills this series in terms, like, adhering to the flavor has killed this series' top end in the red and blue colors, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like, the Aram Yuri, I don't know which one is which, but like the Ditch 3, you can probably not do it twice anyways.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't be able to regardless.
Well, you can do
Aram
it
you
twice,
would be able to, but
three
it's not
times.
relevant. Like, it's just not relevant at all. Anyway, I'm personally giving the Yuri a playable plus and the Aram a playable.
Yeah, so we're in swap positions.
I want to give the entire red color niche though. Like, give it
Not
like
allowed. Not allowed. We get one niche color per set, and we've already used it.
We'll use dank meme though.
No, they are the same thing.
That's not true.
like red is not the dank meme. Red is not funny. Red is just not good.
If you use the dank meme rating, you are diluting the effect of it, and that is your fault. They are the same thing.
Okay.
Next card.
Yuri, breaking the chains. Whatever. This is a pay one tap brainstorm. To salvage any character.
Nice.
Your other character in the front row center slot gains 500 power.
It's fine.
It's this brainstorm profile we've seen a billion times already. It's a good brainstorm that's in a bad color. So you could potentially play it, but you won't.
It's playable.
Yep.
Playable in the red deck for sure.
Yep.
Dusty, hot-blooded arms dealer. He's a 1045. He's an Ellie.
Playable in the red deck.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
It's funny how Ellie's just become a worse and worse card, huh?
Yo, I just like keep remembering when like Two Lever came out. It's like, and the worst card in my deck is the Ellie clone.
Yeah.
And it's only there because we don't have good level 1 beater options, so we just play it. And like, if that's the worst card in my deck.
It's most decks,
Like,
so.
this card right here is better than the Ellie just because you want to play level 1 bombs in this deck.
Doesn't that make this worse than the Ellie?
No, because the Ellie needs a
No,
full
the
field
Ellie
to get that to be a
loses power when you
6/5.
bomb something.
Doesn't that make this card worse because you lose the power defensively?
No,
You
we're
don't-
talking about the
huh?
cane.
The Cane. The Cane is better
Oh,
than the
we
Ellie.
moved on already. Oh, my bad, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a 1065. If the level of the character opposite's higher than this, it can't front attack. I mean, how do you pump level in this set? Do you? This is actually relevant.
Don't
Like, it's really
think.
frustrating. It's really relevant.
I don't think
Just
you play
don't
more
play
than 2
4
of it.
of this. Play like 3 of this and 1 of the Ellie or something.
I would do 2.
Or don't play red.
I mean, that's also an
Or
option.
don't play red.
I would do 2. I think 2 is a good number.
Just give it playable and let's move on. Like
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
cards are not interesting.
This is just your filler beater card
Oh my
apart from
God,
the
this has
level
a-
1 combo and the bomb.
This has an SR.
Everything in this
Correct.
set has an SR.
It's all the game art for the record. 2-1. Marina, Fervent Healer, 216k. Assist level 3 or higher gets 2k power. So this is relevant because there is a pretty decent advanced summon that you'll want to play. 1 cost, tap this. Choose one of your level 3 RR Yuri. That character gains the ability, when the battle opponent of this is reversed, you may heal.
That's fine. This card is fine.
It is fine, primarily because it supports your early play.
Yeah. I still
Whether
give
or
it
not-
as playable.
Yeah, whether or not you actually use the healing effect or not is whatever. Like,
What if it gave the early play on reverse heal? Would that be more relevant? Probably.
I
Is this-
think it
Yeah.
would.
Is this
I think
card
it-
art a spoiler?
Is it?
Probably.
Oh yeah, he would have. It would have to be one, right? Because
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the card name is Yuri from Darkness to Light.
But he's also just wearing the Black Knight armor, so like,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
the card name is literally from the bad guys. to
Oh, I
the good
appreciate the
guys.
flavor text being Grasp to the Light, because right now all I can hear is like the Warcraft 3 Paladin voice.
Uh,
Or like, you know, Omni Knight from Dota. Like,
yeah,
that's,
yes.
that's the voice in my head right now.
Yeah, so it's a 329k. If you've got the brainstorm in your clock, this gets -1 level in hand. If the level the character opts this is 3 or higher, this gains 2k power. This is the worst advanced summon kill effect ever.
Especially at level
Absolutely.
3.
When this is placed from hand to stage, check up to X cards from the top of your deck, choose one of them and put it in your hand, where
Oh.
X is the number of your
And
mana cards.
cantrips. Say
Yeah.
yes.
I don't think
No,
you
this card
played
is
this.
terrible.
Surely you play this. Surely.
What?
If you have the 2-1,
Oh,
and
wait. Next
No,
card's
it's
an advanced
if
summon
you-
as well. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
What?
Uh,
Wait.
Next card is Osno
are we gonna do them together again? Because it's the Yuri Aram bull crap.
Yeah.
Or we get to compare comparable early plays. All right,
The
here we
next
go.
card is actually a better early play.
I think it is too, yeah.
Bond of Allies.
So Aram, Bond of Allies, if you have 2 or fewer climaxes in waiting room, this gets -1 level in hand. When this is placed from hand to stage, you may heal. When your opponent's card is placed in stock, if you have 2 or more other mana characters, this gets 1k
Oh,
per
that
turn.
third effect is actually incredible. I can't believe
Yeah.
this is real. This counters
when-
the 0/0 double rare so badly, it's hilarious.
No, do you know what it actually counters?
Yeah, it counters it not at all.
Monogatari. This counters Japanese Monogatari.
Oh, it also does that. Wait,
Dude.
so whenever in a card,
So if they
Would it affect-
tri-field,
would it trigger
if they
twice?
tri-field Hanakawa, if they tri-field Hanakawa, you go plus 6k as soon as they slam the climax.
yes,
Correct.
and then +7 on the first attack because they have to attack once.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is 16/5 with no support. This card is great.
Okay.
Single-handedly destroys the Japanese meta.
Playable
Okay,
Alright.
so
plus.
is this like real talk? Is this actually better than the other one?
Yes.
I think so.
I don't think so.
I like my healers better at level 2, and I think this is reliably going to be bigger.
This is
Is
likely
it-
going to
okay,
be a
I
12-5.
think, I think if you're agreeing with Will and I in that you should run fewer of the Yuri that heals at level, like the burn Yuri, then you probably want to play more of this just to make up for not having your healers.
Yes.
I
I
think
you're
yeah,
playing-
like
both.
if you're playing your healers, you're probably playing the other one. Because
Yeah.
like the other one, first of all, fetches your climax, and the other one is like just bigger, I think.
Yeah, it's more whether you want your early play to be doing your cantripping or healing, and whether you want your finisher to be doing your.
Okay, so I definitely agree that if you're playing the RM level 3 like finisher, you're playing the RM level 3 early play.
Oh, this is confusing.
And if you're playing the
Yeah.
Yuri level 3 finisher, you're probably playing the Yuri level 3 early play
Yeah.
just so
we
you can
just
find your
not
climaxes.
ordered these characters by names, and like there's an early play heal and there's an early play cantrip.
But you see, the
If you-
fact
if you
is, you're
play
playing the
Respan,
characters
if you
with the
play
same name
Respan-
together.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think if you play the Aram finisher, the one that wants a climax, you play the Yuri.
He
Because that way
draws
you
2,
actually get
ditches
the climax.
1. The RM draw 2, ditch 1.
That doesn't
Yeah.
matter. This guarantees it. It's not like you don't run Maya because you only draw 2 ditch
I
ones.
played like 1 Maya, and I've only had to play it to
Yeah.
find climaxes like once every 10 games.
If you're
I play
playing
Maya
more,
games. That is
You
great.
can
Oh,
like
she's great.
pretend-
She actually attacks for
you
like a
can
million.
probably just play both of these and like be fine.
Like the way I
you
see it,
probably
assuming
play all 4 of them.
assuming
like,
you
all
have
four of
Yeah.
the
assuming
keys,
you have the
but your
8
higher counts are always going to be the same character.
assuming you're playing the 8 budgeted level 3s that most decks get to play with, the way I'm currently looking at it is in
3,
red
3, 1, and 1.
3-3-1-1.
Yeah, with the same,
With,
like the same.
with Aaron's
person
being the
your
3 and the
same
Yuri's
count.
being the 1.
Yeah.
I would actually just play 3 of both heals. That's what I would do.
Well, yeah. So you're just flipping the 3s and oh god.
No,
3 of
because
those
he
heals?
only wants the heals.
Okay, I see how you're. Okay. I don't
There's no
agree. I don't
I,
agree.
think
I don't
you're always
agree.
playing some. I think you're always playing some copy of like the one that digs 5, because you're playing 4 brainstorm regardless. So like
Yeah,
that's not.
I think
that's
you
not-
play one of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
No, that's
1 is a
fair.
good count.
Yeah.
I play like 1 Maya,
Same.
and that's fine. That's always been fine. So I can play 1 Yuri, that's fine. Like, I don't
Okay,
even think
so-
I'm going to be early playing the Yuri very often, though. I don't think I need to.
If I had to play this, which I don't want, I'd just play like 3 of the burner, the heals, and 2 of the early plays. And like question why I'm playing this deck.
Red Chain Chronicle.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Uh,
unlike the double rares where there's an argument for me as
This
to
is
whether or
not a
not
good
one is
advanced
playable plus
summon.
or not, these are both just playable.
no, in fairness, this is actually the first set in a long time where there's just not been proper agreements. Like there's actually been a dispute. I think that's pretty meaningful.
No, the
Just
issue
'cause
is
whenever
that
there's a
this is not
dispute, we just start
meaningful
yelling at each
part
other.
of the set. Like we're disagreeing over which card is worse in a bad deck. Like that's like not actually very meaningful.
I think that's a meaningful exercise. Anyway, let's go on. Next card, Purica, Power of Bond. So this is the fairy, I presume. It's got a double bond. but it's the least impactful type of bond. It's got a double ditch bond to the Brainstorm and to the 1/0 combo Fena.
Relevant cards, but like, why? Imagine
So
if this
and
like
this sets up, if you've got the cards in your discard, this sets up your level 1 combo.
Yes.
It's like you don't go positive on cards. You play this, you ditch whatever. You can ditch the freaking Brainstorm and the 1/0 if you really want. Wait, why would you do that?
Well, you can ditch like the 1/0 to get back the Brainstorm, and then you can ditch something else.
Ditching the 1/0 to salvage the Brainstorm.
Whatever.
Except
This
then
is
you
a
could have
hyper
just-
hand pick, if
Then you could have
necessary.
just ditched the card to get back just the Brainstorm, and like not given your opponent the extra information.
You're gonna play some number of this because it's like good utility,
I
but
would play
it's like
2
yeah,
max. Like I can see an argument for 1.
like you want the level 1 combo and you want some number of the Brainstorm back in your hand because you want it for the early play condition of the
I don't even know if you want
whatever
to play that
guy
early.
was.
The Yuri. I don't even know if you want to play the Yuri early ever.
I might play one copy of this.
Like
I
1,
think Matrix are-
maybe 2.
Generally better at 2 than healers normally. Yeah, probably. Whatever. Play some number of this for hand fixing. It sets up your early mid game nicely.
Playable.
You
If
also
this
just
was,
ditch
if this was a
something like
stock
that.
bond, if this was a stock bond to the level 1 combo,
I would be in.
yeah, same.
The issue then is that it's anti-synergy with like the level 1 combo because
No, because if you had 7 in hand again, you play this down to 6, pay 1 up to 7, down to 5. You're still good.
Yeah.
And you're presumably multi-fielding, so...
You're still good.
Yeah.
You even
Oh,
now
no,
get
no,
to
you
play
can
the
do one
Brainstorm
more.
and
You
still
can
be
one
good.
more. So you'd also get to clock or whatever.
Yeah.
So yes, it does set up level 1 combo.
Still
kind of
good.
all
This is still good.
but it's not that. It's only a double ditch bond, so you...
Which
Yeah,
means that
whatever.
you go to 6, down to 4. You now only have 4 cards in hand. So
Nice. Good
nice.
plays.
Not great. Not exactly where you want to be.
Not at all.
okay, next
Alright.
card.
Fena, turning prayers into power. 0/0/1... Oh, it's this card. When this is placed from hand stage, give a mana character 1/5. Sure. When this is placed from hand stage, mill 2. If there was at least one climax card among them, this gains 3k for the turn.
So you
6k level 0.
You can theoretically pump 4/5 to anywhere you want.
No.
Oh no.
This
She
game.
she
This
yeah
gains,
she gains the
and
3k.
That's hilarious. I don't
You can
think I
pump
want
4/5
this.
to herself though.
That sounds really questionable. Your level 1 combo doesn't need to reverse, and I don't think you need a beater this fat. Playable.
No niche.
The mill effect
you
is
don't
nice.
run
I actually
this.
like the mill
You
effect.
don't run this.
There's
like
no way you
playable
can.
minus.
Surely not.
I have playable question mark.
Do you
down.
need this card to
It's
do you
costless
need the
mill. Yeah,
Is the
it's
mill-
Playable
costless
is too good for this.
It,
Don't play
it
this.
combos with your level 1 combo.
mill. Yeah.
Playable
Wait,
minus.
what?
It
So like,
mills.
well,
it
okay,
mills.
so if you pump 15, you might actually kill something with the level 1, maybe.
Then it gets
and
to
you
5,
also
5,
get to mill.
7k. So and you mill to set up the combo. Playable minus.
I mean, milling to set up the combo doesn't really matter. You just clock things you want to get back and get them back later.
But yeah, regardless, it helps you. It gives you options. That's fine.
The
Playable
pump
minus.
is like it's
No,
so
really.
irrelevant in the red deck though.
Playable
Like
minus.
if you're playing this down to kill cards, then you have even less slots where you can summon cards. Like
Well, no, because it's definitely
What?
going to get killed in the swing back. It's 1,800 power on defense.
No, you're probably just playing this to back row and pumping.
But
your,
also, like, you know,
you
even
know,
in the worst
no,
case, like, if you can always just get back a Brainstorm with your 1/0, like, if you have enough attackers. That's not, like, you're allowed to do
yeah,
that.
that's also true. Yeah.
Like, there's no
yeah,
problem
whatever.
with
Let's
this.
move on. Like this is not.
It's not a very
Next
interesting
card.
card.
Alright, Eludra, Universal Mage. This
He has a
is,
third
I
eye.
think, our first uncommon secret rare. When you use this card's backup, if you have a mana counter, it's a 2k counter.
Yes.
Playable card.
You can
Won't
play
be
it
played
in
in
every
every
color because it doesn't have any color restrictions.
You don't play it in green because green does not have. Oh, I guess if you have the
I mean,
fairy on the.
You
Dude, if
could
you have
play
the
it in
fairy on the
green
field, this is a 2K counter in green.
for
So
free.
you're gonna 2K counter your 1K clock bombs. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Good plays. Good plays.
White mana.
This card is like this card's amazing.
Why is this card just randomly ups? Like this is a deck which it plays like a billion level 3s, right?
This is absolutely the best card in red.
This card is so
When this
great.
is reversed, it's a level 1 bomb, first of all. And then when this is placed from hand to stage, check the top card of your deck. If it's level 2 or higher, put it in your stock.
So it just randomly stocks level 2s or higher. What's not to love? This card is
So
great.
It's great until you like get to level 3 and you're wondering where all of your level 3s are.
I don't get why this is an uncommon, to be honest, but sure.
This is
Why-
totally rare worthy over like the 1065.
Honestly,
Yeah.
this and the fairy need to like swap slots. This should have been the double rare and the fairy should have been the uncommon.
This card is great. This is playable plus.
Absolutely.
It's just playable, surely. Like,
No. It's a level 1 bomb with upside. Playable plus.
You know, like, well, times have changed. Level 1 bombs aren't actually good right now.
No, I know. I'm actually joking. I'm still giving a playable plus in the sense that like, it's actually a very good target to get back with the 1-0, which is nice. In the sense that like it's gonna trade your trading field now, and that's fine if you can
No,
get
so
your brains.
Don't
this is
want to
this is
trade
the
field.
card. No, you
well,
don't want to trade.
actually, that's not too bad because then you don't give them on reverse
Yeah.
targets.
I mean, if they're
Right.
playing, it's relevant depending on what deck you're playing against. That is deck
which
specific.
unreverse targets are we talking about here right now? Because like many decks don't even
Yeah,
reverse.
it
need
is
reverse
it is
anymore,
deck
so it's-
relevant now.
Palavru, Gochusa. I think
Star
that's
Wars
what-
has to reverse.
Well, that's if you're playing Finn in yellow, which might not even be the
Han
deck.
Solo has to reverse.
Oh,
Thank you very
God.
much.
Does Han Solo have to reverse?
Yes.
You have no idea, by the way, how excited I am. Not even I don't
Unpopular
even like
opinion,
I don't
Star
even like
Wars
Star
art
Wars
is
as a franchise
fantastic.
that much. I'm just excited to play Star Wars in general.
Yeah. But no,
I
this is the
like the
card I
art.
was saying.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah,
I actually
it-
also
it-
really appreciate
good.
what they're doing. I think the Force mechanic is the best back row killer mechanic we've ever had.
That's not saying very much since we've had a grand total of 1,
What?
and it's literal back row attack.
Terraformers, yes. Well, I mean, there's other
Well,
field
we
swapping.
kind
stuff,
of
but,
had
like,
Railgun now, like with the playable one.
There's also like the
only playable
this
one.
nuke back row events stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. We've had like 3 instances, and Force is better.
And they're all terrible. Force
Okay.
is just random upside. Anyways,
Next card, Mishidia, Reliable Archer. It's a 2/1/6/5. When this is placed from hand to stage, you may mill the top card of your deck. If it's a climax, you may pay 1. If so, this card gains back row.
Speaking of back row attackers,
This gains back row attack.
oh my god.
This card's name is freaking horrible. Reliable? How is this even remotely reliable?
This
This
is
this deck doesn't even have any top checks, I don't think.
oh no.
Oh, it does. The other Machidia can top check on play,
No.
which is
No. We have the
You'll
1-0.
play the bomb,
1-0
reveal
bomb.
the climax.
Exactly. The 1-0 bomb's a top check.
I think the
Oh,
bomb mills.
nailed it. And then your 1-0
Nailed it.
bomb actually just
Oh, no, it's
reveals
reveal.
this card.
It is reveal.
That's the biggest use of this card. If you put it in your deck,
It's-
you can reveal
goes
it
to
with the
stock.
1-0 bomb and it goes to stock.
This card is
bad.
complete garbage.
This card
like,
is
the second
terrible.
ability is when another mana character attacks, this gains 1/5.
yes.
So
'cause
it'll
you-
be a 9/5 attacker.
Oh, woo lads, that's so relevant. This card is bad. Don't play it.
Just, if you want a 9/5 attacker, just play your early plays down. Like,
You want to know the worst thing about this this second effect in this set? This will never be the third attack when you want it to be. Like, it won't
oh
be the
my
third attack
god.
at like level 3. Like, you can't have this be the third attack. That's not allowed.
Oh, but no. You don't need it to. Oh, yeah, you do. Oh, no. I was gonna say you could just, like, attack twice with a ROM and, like, pump it a whole
No,
bunch.
our
but-
arm has to be the third attack
I
to
know,
attack
you
twice.
can't get to the third attack without already attacking with it. This card is actual trash.
This is so. Did they think about this? Like, is that something they accounted for? I'm pretty sure they didn't, right?
No,
This
no,
was-
no, no. I
They were
doubt it.
like, we can put cool flavor on this card, and then everything just fell apart.
All right,
Is there like whatever?
I don't know. She's an archer. She can attack things far away. That's the flavor. We're done.
It has secret rarity as well.
Secret actually looks pretty good.
Can you imagine opening this as your secret rare in your box?
Flip the table. Call it a day.
The set actually has 2 SRs per box.
Oh, okay. If this was
What
half
if
your
you open-
secret rares, you open
Doesn't
two of
change
them.
the fact that it takes up a slot.
Pulls 2 of this card.
I don't know if you physically can in a box, but like if you do,
You can't, but you'd cry.
All right, Gilbert, Guild Alliance Chairman. He's a 00500. All your other Celine, Guild Vice Alliance Chairman.
I have no idea what card this is.
It's a
It's
1175. Yeah.
They gain 500 power and character encore, and it has clock bonds 2 to 1175. Now, the age of clock bonding to costed characters has long passed. We aren't in 2012 anymore.
Dude, I was doing that in like 2015.
Girlfriend beta.
No, Terraformers.
Ryder the deck, hello.
Yeah, no, I actually play a variant of the Rider deck in Terraformers.
It's been a very long time since that 1/1 Kuroko was good. This is a barely better version of that card, and that's not good enough.
Is Rider.deck still considered playable? I don't know if that's
No.
changed.
Rider
It's okay.
deck's a deck that's always going to be playable because it has that unkillable niche, but never better than that.
9K is pretty dank at level 1.
9K unbombable.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
Even-
is never going to be 9K or unbombable.
Even the Terraformers 8-5 unbombable, that's like more than big enough.
Right.
Alright, this card is probably bad.
I think it's bad because I think the combo is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucidia, Archer, she's a 0/0. Okay, so this card's
This card is
actually.
actually okay.
Yeah, when this is placed from hand to stage, you may check the top card of your deck, either keep it there or mill it. Brainstorm, no tap, just pay 1. Millfall, for each climax you reveal, pop a cost 0 in your opponent's front row.
Hey, I recognize this brainstorm effect from Railgun.
So this is actually like playable meta in my opinion. Right now, popping cost 0s is actually pretty solid.
Yes.
Yes. Especially because your level 1 combo doesn't need to reverse.
So let's not say meta here because like the meta deck is gonna have a level 1 on reverse combo
Okay, and
that wants to be pretty big and that is actually pretty big. So why are you killing cost 0s in the front row with this?
I would like to kill those other 2 gentle and positives.
Yeah, kill the ones that you're not. Well, see, okay. If you're talking about
Actually-
the yellow combo, there's actually an actual yellow card that can get rid of gentle and positive as well.
Wait.
That
Are
is
you
my
talking about putting this
favorite
in
card in
yellow?
the set. My favorite card in the set.
This doesn't go in the yellow deck. No way.
No,
Right.
it absolutely doesn't go in the yellow deck. I just figured that was the
Yeah.
really big card he was talking about.
The yellow deck has a very specific field that does very specific things.
Yeah.
This card is not part of that. This card is.
Yeah, it's always just confused because that you gave it like meta thing. Whatever.
I'm just making a statement. I think pop cost 0 cards.
Popping
are
cost
really-
zeros is very good. And
Okay.
in the red deck where you can't like cost zeros that have +1 level, like Haruka, that your bombs can't deal with, this is how you deal
just,
with them.
Just killing cost 0s and then like playing bombs into empty slots is already good.
But you don't need to play the
Yeah.
bombs. You just play your level 1 combo.
Yeah,
Right.
and that summons bombs, whatever.
I mean, it doesn't
Oh,
have
no.
to summon bombs.
You know what else this does? This is a top check for your 2/1.
No, no,
Yeah, that's-
we're
That's
done.
what I was saying. This is the other Mashidia, like it works with the 2 Mashidia cards work together.
I'm pretty
Tell
sure
us
this
what's
works
with the ones that
better
are
with...
bomb.
This
Like, with
works
the ones
better
that are bomb,
yeah,
you can-
with bomb.
The 1-0
Oh, shoot,
bomb is a
yeah.
better argument. Do not talk about the 2-1 back row attacker. You're not playing that card.
Yeah, no, this is like a playable meta.
I'm giving
In
it
my-
this
I
think-
playable plus. I actually do think the Brainstorm effect is incredibly powerful. When Girlfriend Blue was like a deck to beat, like Terraformers just like destroyed it off the back of a 1-0 Brainstorm. So like,
Yeah.
those Brainstorm effects in certain metagames is just absolutely backbreaking against mostly the costless field decks. They just have no idea what to do against these kind of effects, especially because they're spammable, which means like even if you miss and you have enough stock to spare, especially because your level 1 combo is light on stock to an extent and doesn't require much in hand, this effect can do a lot of work. It can.
You hit it and kill them, so they encore. So then you just brainstorm again.
Holy
Yeah.
shit. Guys, let's move on. We've been talking about the two bad colors for like 2 hours.
Next card.
And I kind of need to go to sleep at like one point or another during this night. So
Disagree.
Whoops.
Celine, excellent assistant. It's a level 0 bomb. You have no room for it, but it is a playable card.
Yes.
no, what? Vanilla level 0 bombs are terrible. Do
Yeah.
not play those in any deck.
They're fine.
They're still fine. You just don't need them anymore.
Which deck wants to like? No, I can't think of a single deck that would run a card like this.
Yes,
Like-
but if you removed the other effect from most red bombs, they'd still be fine. It's not like you wouldn't play them because they suddenly gained 500 power. It's not like they were doing anything against Omniverse stuff anyway.
Hey, this card's pretty generic.
Yeah. Next card, Dusty. Dusty, Arms Dealer. He's a come and play, ditch a climax from hand to waiting room. If you do, salvage a mana trait.
Playable.
Yeah, it's playable in the red deck, maybe in the blue deck.
Yeah.
We'll see. Marina, Healing Magic. When this is placed from hand to stage, you may choose a character in your opponent's front row with 1k or less power and put it in the waiting room.
This card is really funny if you need to kill anti-heals. And by
How is
kill
this
anti-heals,
Healing Magic? How
I
is
mean-
this Healing Magic?
I'm going to be
Because
real.
it gets rid of anti-heals.
No, I'm gonna be real,
It
though.
lets you heal.
No, but it only gets rid of 2 anti-heals, specifically the kill anti-heal, and
Wait, Kill a Kill is bigger, right? Kill
I thought Kill a Kill is 1,000.
I think.
Killer Kill's 1k.
Is it?
Gargantua and Hibiki also. Oh, you guys go on. I have to take this call.
yeah, so it kills
Right,
all the
it was
relevant,
used-
like, on reverse send to memory anti-heal effects. I honestly read the card name and then saw 1,000 and saw or lower, and I thought it was putting a 1,000 or lower power character from your waiting room to field. Like, that's where my mind went.
No, the Kill a Kill anti-heal is 2k.
Is it really? Dang.
Yeah.
Countered. This card is...
The Vivid Butts one is 500.
Oh, I
uh,
totally forgot Vivid Dread had an anti-heal.
Kantai is 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, content is down.
And I'm pretty sure the Gargantua one's 1,000
I'm
as well.
looking for Gargantua right now and can't.
It's a
find
promo.
it.
It's a
This,
promo.
this is like
It's a
an
promo.
interesting effect, but you won't play this card ever, so...
The Gargantua, it's a
Wait,
promo. It's not in the main set.
I know. I just couldn't find the Gargantua set itself.
It's the pay one. Discard send this to memory search plus anti-heal for memory. Yeah, this card is like not remotely playable. All right, next. Sylvia, leader of the Warrior Guild. If you have 2 or fewer cards in stock, it gets +1 level and +1,000 power. So basically it's a solo play 3/5 level 1. It's like
But
You
not-
have a
not
runner,
depends
so I'm
standards.
not sure you play this over the runner.
Yeah, you wouldn't play this over the runner, but it is a generic beater if you want to stay in red for some reason. Yeah, I'm probably still gonna give it like playable minus.
Niche? I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, I give it playable. Like, it's an option over the runner.
It's like not a
Sure.
very good option, but like you'll take it. Next up is the Celine Guild Alliance.
This is a
Vice
clock
Chairman.
bond target.
Yeah, so clock bond target 1155 if you have 2 other mana characters, so always 7/5. And when it reverses the battle opponent, if there are 3 or fewer cards in your stock, you can top deck that character instead. So it has an anti-encore clause that kind of pushes a little bit more damage through. Yeah, this is not very good. It gets, I think, hand encore, right, from the 0/0 bond.
Yeah.
So like it's
500
still
and
like
hand encore.
it's still not exactly where you want to be, because if your opponents are playing level 1 bombs, you don't want to discard for this.
I mean,
Right.
if your opponent is playing level 1 bombs, you're fine with that exchange.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, you
absolute
top deck
fine.
it if you have 3 or fewer cards in stock.
If it gave it like 500 and can't be reversed by auto effects,
that would
I
be a
don't-
lot better.
yeah.
That would be a lot
Would it?
better. Because it
I
would be
think so.
8k power.
Like
I mean, it
it's
gives it the
already
500. It gives it the 500
Yeah,
gives you the
anyway.
500 anyways.
It would-
Like
I would-
Encore against bombs is fine if you're just like.
no, but
you're still
Encore is
getting
just a
those
weaker
stuff.
effect than can't be reversed by auto effects on this kind of card, anyways.
Nope,
Like on
because like people would usually run over this with like burst cards instead of bombs.
no, but you see,
like,
like you
that's
don't
more
mind
like-
being
You'd have
run
a
over by
2K
burst
backup,
cards because
though.
you're playing a 0/0 clock bond to
Right, yeah.
this,
Sure.
right? Like if they somehow manage to kill it, that's fine. You clock bond it back. The big thing is the easiest way to lose these 1/1 field cards is that they
You
bombed
don't,
it.
you don't want to clock bond that much. Like,
I mean, it depends on the deck. If you're playing Rider.deck, like, if they somehow manage to get over 9k, you will absolutely clock on your Rider back if you still need to. But, like, that deck is trying to not clock anymore once it hit level 1.
Yeah. This card just can't. It can't hold it. Like it can't keep your field strong.
are you just saying that you're bonding the 1/1 rider back because you really don't? Because like Rider.deck needs to keep clocking every turn because your cards are you don't get cards in hand.
It depends on where you're at. Ideally, you do, but, like, I will take a turn off to clock bond if I need to get back at Rider.
I mean,
This card's
But again,
bad.
that assumes they managed to kill a Rider in the first place at level 1, which requires some serious feats of...
yeah, and you'd also need to be stuck at level 1, like,
So, like,
really stuck at level 1.
there's a lot of things going on where you'd have to clock bond it back. And again,
Yeah.
like, those don't come up often, but they're relevant points that, like, it's why
But I
Can't
mean-
Be Bombed is better than Encore.
Sure.
This card is a vanilla 3k counter. I don't think you
It's
ever
bad.
play this.
There's a 3/5 in blue.
Boom. Strictly worse. Alright. Eludra, leader of the Magic Guild. When this is placed from hand to stage, if you have 4 or more other mana characters, you may put the top card of your library into stock, so it's effectively free. When this attacks, it gets X times 1,000, where X is the number of mana characters you control. So it's a 2/0/11k. You do not play this. Like,
I
ever.
don't think so either.
You
As far
don't
as
need
being-
a
as far as-
free big beater.
Yeah, like as far
if
as
it was
being
like
free,
8K
it's
base
not bad.
or
but-
would count every character, I think you could consider it. But
At
11K is just
12k,
too
you
small.
could actually get over a lot of level 3 early plays without any support, like without those guys having support. So, like, I can get it at that point. As it is right now, you don't need a free generic beater. 11k is not reliable for getting over early plays, except ironically against the red early plays in this set.
If your 2K assist, like if you had an assist that actually pumped this,
That would also be relevant.
that'd be pretty nice.
As it
but
stands, I don't want to have this in my deck.
No.
Ever. So I'm going to go ahead and give it niche minus, because maybe you want this kind of shitty assassin effect, but, like, usually probably not.
Yeah.
But I can see an argument for having it. This is a 2/1 anti-level bomb, and actually I gotta have to revise my previous rating now. Ugh.
This guy, honestly, like, you play it in a deck that plays red.
Yeah,
But
I mean, you'll play one in the red deck, because sometimes you need to have an anti-level bomb.
the blue anti-level 3 is just
Way
usually better.
Yeah. This card is playable minus. In context.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually these cards are fine, but like
This
there's
one's like,
better options.
now to the events. It's a 1/1 event counter. One of the reasons why the 2/1, although it's salvageable, could be argued to be substantially less good.
I'm
These
back
effects
to
tend to be
90%.
super boring.
What are we on?
1/1 event counter.
Self-sacrifice.
Pyrrha's event. Pyrrha's voice.
Oh, why did I come back on this?
I don't know. This card is boring.
Hey, at least you're
It
back
was
for the
your
next card.
self-sacrifice to come back on red.
So-
I'll be back on the next awesome card. This card's just
The
like
next card is amazing.
So this card is boring. Playable minus. It's like
Sure.
it's on par
Yeah.
for event counters, and it's just like
Let-
really-
Let's get to the cool card.
all right, fun. It's a dragon.
Roar of the Guardian Dragon. It's a 3/4 event. Counter, you may discard 2 cards from your hand.
Oh,
If
I
you
think
do,
that's
choose a
copies.
level 3 or lower character in your opponent's front row. Put it in the waiting room.
What an anti-damage combo.
This just feels so like the cost is so heavy.
Pay 4, ditch 3, kill level 3.
It's just too expensive. Ditching
Yeah.
2 is just prohibitive, honestly.
It is quite an effective way to just get rid of something, but
You know,
So-
Alright,
the
so
the issue here is that every single one of your finishes requires you to discard
crap in the
cards.
hand. So
Yeah,
like
no,
go
don't
into
this-
a normal level
this-
3 turn, it's gonna be like attack, do your finisher,
Ditch
have 2
4.
cards in hand total at the end.
this can only go in the blue deck. That is the only deck this like has a chance of going in.
Green deck.
Oh, green deck too. Yeah, green deck can play this actually. Green deck can totally play
For
this.
this.
This is a green deck card.
Yeah, green deck actually probably might.
Hey man,
might
if it
play
did the
this.
claw
Right.
kick effect, you could even like make it not a counter and pretend it's a Terraformers event instead. That's equally unplayable.
You know,
But
you
at that
just,
point, you're playing Terraformers and not playing Terraformers.
Exactly. You're pretending like you're playing Terraformers, except you don't like Roachmen.
Terrible.
okay, so you're playing the 0/0 double R in the green deck and like
Yeah,
feel bad about yourself.
You're gonna high roll
Yes.
it.
feel
Yeah.
awful about yourself.
The full value, man.
That's it for red though.
So red sucked.
Yeah, it's better than I think you guys are giving it credit for, but I do not think it is good.
I mean, red sucked in the sense that like I would not want to build a deck if red was the first color I saw. Let me put it that way.
I don't think anyone wants to build a deck with this set ever, except for
Hey,
some
hey,
Yellow is cool, okay? Yellow is like
yellow's actually cool.
So
well, actually, yellow is just like all good archetypes smashed
It's
into
actually
like
cool.
Yellow is every good effect you can think of, minus a couple really good ones.
So that is it for red. Unfortunately, we're not doing yellow next. Next up is blue. So yeah, we'll be back with blue in just a moment.